Is your top running back that just can't miss?
No question, man. Number one, Christian McCaffrey, first ever to go 1,000 in the yard and 1,000 on the, 1,000 on the ground and 1,000 through the air. We know Christian McCaffrey produces on all levels. I mean, there's no further explanation for him. He'll win you your fantasy league at number one.
I mean, I got to go with Derrick Henry. The man went for 2,000 yards, led the league in rushing and touchdowns back-to-back years. No reason why he won't, especially with the addition of Julio to go on the other side of AJ. That'll definitely take someone out of the box, which will make it even easier for him. Derrick Henry's a no-brainer at number one.
Yep.
Who you got at number two?
Number two is going to be Alvin Kamara for me. I still think he produces with the Saints.
What?
He's going to have no chance but to, not no chance. I know it seems like that, right? No option but to produce for the Saints, being the only weapon, and he's going to be out there doing it all. We've seen Kamara do this when there wasn't as much talent with the Saints when he first got drafted, and even as a rookie, that was a big reason he was able to make his case as Rookie of the Year, being a young player. I think now being a veteran for that Saints team, kind of trying to find their identity, I still think he's a safe pick in your draft for you.
That's craziness.
Nah.
I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey at number two. Fresh off the injury, threat to run and catch the ball out of the backfield. You're getting points on top of points with him. And he's got a relief back in Chuba Hubbard to reduce the mileage, because that's really been a problem. He's just having to just run. He's toting the ball too much. So I think that'll give him the little bit of breather that he needs. Christian McCaffrey is going to be a killer, just like he has been when he's been healthy. So I'd say he's a surefire second choice if Derrick Henry's not on the board.
Absolutely.
Who you got at three?
Number three, it will be Derrick Henry for me. Like you mentioned, over 2,000 yards rushing. He's very easy to go for 14, 15, 16 rushing touchdowns in a year. There's no reason he should slow down. Yes, Arthur Smith is out, but I still think there will be that continuous giving Derrick Henry 15, 20 carries a game. No reason to hesitate to pull the trigger on him in your draft at number three or higher, like you mentioned.
Yeah, I would definitely go higher. But at number three, I got Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb went for 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. His touchdown number is very strong for fantasy. Baker Mayfield is still being used with caution. They are definitely a run-first team. I mean, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both get heavy carries. So, I mean, he's a very safe pick. You know, week in and week out, they're going to establish Nick Chubb before they start letting Baker tote it. And then even when Baker starts throwing, it's still a healthy complement of running. He's going to get you your points every week.
Yep, absolutely.
Who you got for number four, the bell cow backs?
Yes, sir. Dalvin Cook will take home number four. Perfect blend, really, of Alvin Kamara and Derrick Henry. You know he can be a bell cow and run in between the tackles. He can be there on a screen pass. He can run outside. I mean, Dalvin Cook is really a Swiss Army knife. He is a jack of all trades. And when you look at 1,600 yards from scrimmage the last 2 years in the NFL, I mean, there's nothing you can say that's bad about him. So give it up for Dalvin Cook at number four.
Okay, I'm going to have to give a little bit of love to Raider Nation on this one and go with Josh Jacobs at number four.
Wow, okay.
1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, and another 238 receiving yards. His numbers were almost mirror images to Nick Chubb's, and he actually does catch the ball a little bit more out of the backfield. With the Raiders offense and the emergence, I mean, they just picked up Kenyon Drake, so he doesn't have to carry so much of the load. And he still will be the bell cow guy. He's getting the majority of those carries. Derek Carr, I mean, he's really trying to prove himself. He's going to have to establish that run. I think they're going to rely heavily on Josh Jacobs. He's going to get you your points every week. Can't deny him. Who you got for number five?
Number five will be Nick Chubb. Like we mentioned with the Browns, they are a run-first team. I think, you could either look at Hunt helping him in some cases. That way he'll have fresh legs for carries, or it could potentially take away from him. But I do think that Nick Chubb emerges at the end of the year as the RB1 for the Browns, and I think he will be a top five pick, for your running back position. Almost 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons. And the fact that he has 28 touchdowns already in his 3-year career, he's primed for a 20-touchdown season. Maybe not this year, but I could see it next year or the year after. So Nick Chubb is a huge force to be reckoned with in this category.
Okay, I mean, y'all are going to be surprised at my number five pick. I'm giving you Ezekiel Elliott. Outside of the week 1 game at Tampa,
that's a hard one.
Outside of that week 1 game, they'll be facing the worst rushing defenses in the entire NFL. If you get a healthy Dak back, that's going to take guys out of the box. They have a very good wide receiver core. And he's reportedly, I mean, he looks like he's lost weight. If you see that spark out of the backfield by Zeke, it's going to be a bounce-back season for him. He's definitely going to get you the points that you're looking for.
Okay.